Welcome everybody to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be helping out the smaller traders in Roblox. I'm going to be helping out the people who don't quite have 1000 value yet, and I'm going to help them get to that point. And this is actually going to be a series, so I'm going to do a video that's going to be the one how to get to 1k value, and then I'm going to have one that is how to get to 10k value, how to get to 100k value. I might do one in the middle, do like 500,000 value, like half a million, and then I'm going to do how to get to a million value. So basically I'm just going to help out people in whatever area you are in trading. I'm going to help you get to that point. So this should be a pretty good series, and it'll help out hopefully quite a few people. And one more thing is I'm going to be starting a nothing to something series coming very soon. I know a lot of you guys have been suggesting that I do that, so that will be coming soon, and I'm excited to do that as much as you guys want me to do it as well. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So I've got a few points here. So for trading with underneath 1000 value, there's not like too much to it, but there is some things that you can do to increase your value. I know in trading, and as you may know, especially if you are higher up, and the higher you get up in trading, you'll realize that the less you have, the harder it is to trade, which does not benefit the newer traders at all, because basically it's really easy to get rich once you're already rich, but it's hard to, get more value when you don't have as much value. So here's a few points, and hopefully these can help you. So let's say you don't actually have any limiteds yet and you want to buy limiteds, and if you have under 1000 Robux, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a deal on an item on rollymonds.com, get that good deal, 30% or more, and then you want to because usually like a good deal for like a small, because all the smalls in trading are about 600. That's about the average. I will say right now, because Christmas inflation just happened, like all the smalls are like 800 on average. But yeah, like getting a small for like 500, 400 is going to be a really good deal right now, and in general it usually is. So when you're buying your first limited, just go for a deal, whatever. And then once you have your limited and you want to get to 1000, that's when we get into these points. So now at this point, you're going to have a limited, and a lot of people, they'll have like one Gucci or one, KSI or Vans or some small, or like a Ralph Lauren, some small. And one thing you can do is like those smalls will go projected a lot, and they'll get projected like a couple thousand value. The best thing to do if you want to flip, and this can be like a really easy, quick way to get to 1000 value if you're successful with it, is you can trade your small for a projected small, which is relatively basically the same value. So you can, or yours might even get projected, who knows, but you want to go ahead and trade for a projected, and then you want to try and flip it. Now when you're flipping it, you don't want to actually go for that much. At best you want to flip for like a Shaggy, or something that's around 1k. I think Shaggy's like almost 2k right now, but it's because of Christmas inflation. But you want to flip it for something that is slightly better than the item that you gave. That's with any flipping projecteds, but for smaller you want to go for the small wins. Another big thing that will help you out a lot in trading with smalls is you want to add Robux to your small for a bigger small. So some smalls are bigger than others, like on average. So for instance, like a Gucci or a KSI is going to be worse than an egg. So what you can do is you can trade a Gucci or KSI or a Vans or something that is lower than another item, and you can add some Robux to that to kind of spice it up and make it look like a little bit better, and then you can trade that for that other item. So, and also another thing is when you're trading and you don't have that much value, the best thing to do, and even for me at my level, the best thing to do is trade someone with the least amount of value. So like, let's say I'm going for an item, like myself, let's say I'm going for an item that's 100k, I'm going to try and find someone with like less value, like someone with like, 100, 200k. I want to find someone who looks like they might not know what they're doing as much as someone with, a couple million. Now the next thing is going to be, you want to study the values of smalls under 1k to get to know their highs and lows. So with trading with a lot of smaller items, and this goes for going for 10k value as well, you want to know what items highs and lows are. You want to know what their lows are and what their peaks are. So for instance, we'll say Shaggy. So before Christmas inflation, it's kind of changed now, but this will be probably still relative later on after it kind of deflates after the Christmas inflation and all that. But Shaggy it would go from anywhere from like 800 and 900 all the way up to like 1.3 to 1.4k. So for instance, what you can do if you have like an 800 to 900 small, or even a 1k small, trade it for Shaggy, or trade it for an item when it's at its low, and then you can trade it when it's at its high. So like for Shaggy, if you got it for 800, you could trade it when it got to like 1.2, 1.3, something higher, and you would make easy profit that way. Next thing is you want to trade when your item is peaked for an item that is low. That's kind of what I just explained. Trade your items when they are high and trade for items when they are low. So whenever your items get to their peak, you want to trade them off regarding any item you have. Mainly this is with wrap items. And then you want to trade for items when they are low. This also can apply to valued items, but that'll be for another video. So some good smalls at this level are going to be Chillcap, Shaggy, and Katana. These all normally, without the Christmas inflation, are around 1,000, and they can go a little bit higher than that. I think the Katana is around 900 on average, Chillcap also 900, and Shaggy I'd say like 1k to 1.1k on average. So, and all these items can go up and down, but these are going to have the most demand. They're going to be better than like a Gucci or a Vans or a any of those smaller things that are event items. And my last point here is trading with small items is all about these small wins. Like if you're trading with an item that is 600 wrap, it's a very small item in the grand scheme of things. So you're going to want to go for those small wins. And as you get bigger items is about the bigger wins. Like for instance, when you have a 500k item, it's all about the big wins. If it's a good item, you can get, big 50k overpays and stuff like that. So at this level, it's going to be all about the small wins, your 50 and 100 wrap wins. And also for anything in any of these videos that I'm doing for like how to get from one point to another, you always want to get overpays on your items regardless. So don't settle for low balls, don't take offers, don't feel like you have to take any bad offers. In trading, patience is key. You want to make sure you're getting the best deals and always seek for profit and get overpays on your items. So that is mainly going to do it for this video. Hopefully this was helpful, and I know that there's quite a few people out there who they just have that, small amount of wrap or whatever, and they're just trying to get started. And I know the less you have, the harder it's going to be, but with my nothing to something video coming out soon, I'm going to be starting with like I think I'm going to start with a Gucci, because Gucci seems to be like the hardest one out of all of them. So I'm going to start with one Gucci, and I'm going to trade all the way up to maybe something like a Sparkle Time Fedora or something. I don't know. We'll see how crazy that series will get. Probably start going for like Dominus Forum. I might start with going for that, but I want to, as well as these videos that I'm doing where I explain it, I want to kind of show how to go out there and trade hangout and trade with others and get that profit starting from basically nothing to something big. So that's about it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.